Hi, and welcome back to another video on the Saints. So, I've been kind of late here. I know it's about 8 days since my last video, and I do apologize for the delay. I just got real busy with work again and life and all that good stuff. And I got quite a few relics in recently, in the last week and a half, and just kind of saved them up. And I decided I would do a big video here, going through all the different beautiful saints and different beautiful relics that I received, and talk about each one just a little bit. And at a later date, I'll do a larger video, or I should say, I'll do a video on each individual saint and bring their lives forward and share all the miraculous, beautiful things about them. So let's go ahead and start this here. And we'll talk about this relic that I have in my hand. I just got this one in today. This came in from, I believe, the Netherlands. So this was rescued out of the Netherlands. It was a closed monastery, and I believe I was told it was a Carmelite monastery, if I remember right. So this is Saint Gregory of Nazianzus. If I'm going to say that right, I know I totally slaughtered that. And so Saint Gregory of Nazianzus. Wow, really terrible. Terrible. One of the greatest theologians in Christian history, who was born in Cappadocia. He was educated in Athens alongside of his good friend Saint Basil the Great. A doctor of the Church and a pillar of Eastern Orthodoxy, he defended the divinity of Christ and the Holy Spirit during the Arian controversies. As Patriarch of Constantinople, his eloquent theological orations earned him the title the Theologian. Renowned for his depth of spiritual insight, ascetic life, and doctrinal clarity, Gregory profoundly shaped Trinitarian theology. He's not incorrupt, but he is a beautiful, very powerful saint. So just wanted to share him with you here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back. Sorry for slaughtering his name there. Just kind of practicing here. I didn't look it up and look how it's pronounced. Typically I look that up before I do a video. So let's go ahead and take a closer look here on this seal. It's beautiful. It looks like the Blessed Mother holding Jesus. It's got the crozier and the mitre on top. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. It looks like it has a number here, number 18. This did not come with paperwork, unfortunately. So I'm sure there's paperwork out there somewhere that is labeled 18 for this wonderful saint here. So very interesting relic. Look at that. It's got this little piece of metal going all the way around. Little hanger there. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we'll put this saint here. Now, I did leave the paperwork upstairs for this next saint. And I'm just going to, well, actually, I think I'll take it out here. I'll show you this. Let's take this out. Look at this. It's gorgeous on the back. Look at this. This is beautiful, beautiful. Very, very nice. So this is a relic that dates, the paperwork says, 1884, I believe. And like I said, unfortunately, I left that paperwork upstairs. I just got a little busy today. And we'll take a look at this. This is a very powerful relic. So the paperwork does match up to the number here, 15.466. Has the bishop's name. Right here, it comes out of Belgium. And this is a very powerful, very special relic here. And this says the Blessed Virgin Mary, okay, on top. Now, what this is actually is, this is a piece of her belt. And on the bottom here, St. Joseph, this is a piece of his cloak, ex paleo. So ex paleo and ex singulo, I believe. That's how you pronounce it. So I do have that paperwork, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I would share it if I put this through my typical, whenever I make my videos, I typically go in and I edit them in software, and I'm just not going to do that for this one. I'm going to upload it straight to the YouTube. But it's very, very beautiful. Maybe another time I'll share that paperwork for it. But this is a very powerful relic. Very, very powerful relic. And I've seen this relic in use. Not this particular one. This one I haven't I've not lent this one out, or nor have I used it in particular devotions, we'll put it that way. But I have another relic, a double relic of, actually it's a triple relic. The other one I have, it's the Belt of the Virgin Mary, the Cloak of St. Joseph, and it has a first class relic of St. John Birchman's. And that one, wow. Wow, I wish I could share the things that I've seen with the relics through particular ministries, but I'm unable to share these things. These are things that I'm unable to share, but they're absolutely gorgeous. That's enough. I can't say anything else, or I'm going to get myself in trouble by revealing too much here. Now, this is another absolutely gorgeous one. Look at this beautiful reliquary. See if we can get back here just a little bit. Okay, there's a computer. You can see that there. So this is a very beautiful reliquary here. And this is a very special relic. And we'll go ahead and take this out. I had to tape it on here because it was a little loose. And I actually brought this to church yesterday. So I brought this relic to church with the other one, with the paperwork. And the priest actually celebrated Mass with this on the altar. And then afterwards, he invited the parishioners up, and they venerated these two beautiful relics since it was Mother's Day. So we'll take a look here at this. This is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I just love the artwork. I love the work. Obviously, some nun did this, I'm sure. And this is Ex Capillis, BVM, Blessed Virgin Mary, dated to the 1800s. It's got 3 pieces of her hair right there. We'll zoom on in. Look at that, 3 strands of hair directly in the middle. Absolutely beautiful. Let me show this back with you. The threads are gorgeous. Zoom in here. Look at that, absolutely beautiful wax stamp. Very, very old. Very, very old. Very old. Now, there's a little bit of string here. You see this little white here? It's cotton. And unfortunately, when the person sent me this was rescued out of France. Okay, so this came in from France just a couple of days ago, and the guy wrapped it up, and I don't know why he did. He put cotton swabs around. I understand he wanted to shield it, but that little bit of cotton swabs got kind of stuck in that wax. It was, I don't like whenever people do that. But anyways, a very, very beautiful relic here of the Blessed Mother. So that's a hair relic of the Blessed Mother. Very, very, very rare. All right, the next one that I have here is one of my favorite saints. Oh my goodness. One of my favorite saints. Now, my grandmother absolutely adored this saint. She loved him. She loved him. She loved him. And I love him as well. And this is Blessed Solanus Cascia. Now, if you don't know who Father Cascia is, Blessed Solanus Cascia, he is amazing. Up in Detroit, where our new Pope is from. Well, he's actually out of Chicago, I believe. But in Detroit, there's this Franciscan monastery. I believe it's the Capuchins. And it's where Solanus Cascia was. He was a simplex priest. Now, simplex priests are priests that cannot speak, so they cannot preach, and they cannot hear confessions. But he was ordained. He was considered stupid because he couldn't learn Latin. And he had language problem with understanding Latin and other things. So he wasn't a very good student. They made him a simplex priest, and he ended up being a porter at the monastery. And oh my gosh, what a saintly man. He ended up founding the Seraphic Mass Association. So he started this Seraphic Mass Association through the monastery, and so many miracles happened. So many miracles happened. It's absolutely amazing here. Yeah, so Capuchin Franciscan from the United States. He was ordained in 1904. He could say Mass, but he couldn't preach doctrinal sermons or hear confessions. Became a powerful spiritual guide and intercessor. Assigned to humble duties, he served as porter at St. Bonaventure Monastery in Detroit, where thousands sought his counsel and prayers. Numerous miracles and healings were attributed to his intercession, both during life and after death. I mean, thousands and thousands. And when he was exhumed, he was found to be incorrupt. I've actually visited his monastery many years ago. What one of Father Solanus's favorite sayings was thank God ahead of time. That's what he would always tell people when they were asking for prayers, they were praying to God for a miracle or something like that. He would say, thank God ahead of time. And that was really to kind of put God kind of on the spot of saying, Lord, thank you so much for this healing. Thank you so much for that job I just got, even though you didn't get the job, even though you didn't get the healing, because you're thanking God ahead of time for the blessings that he's going to bring into your life. And there is some beautiful paperwork here. So let me see if I can find this paperwork. Here we go. So I'll go ahead and zoom out just a little bit here. This is the paperwork for Father Solanus Cascia. You can see here it was issued number 66 in 2018. It's got this very beautiful raised seal on it. And the seal does match the back of the relic. Very beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Signed there by the Postulator General. So very beautiful. I love Father Solanus Cascia. The next saint that I have here is also, these actually came in today. A couple of these right here, like Solanus Cascia and another 5. This is Saint Donatus of Arezzo. Okay, so Saint Donatus of Arezzo. Let me pull up his information here, tell you about who he is. He was a bishop, he was a Roman martyr. He was a bishop martyred under Julian the Apostate in the 4th century. He was known for his courage, miracles, and destruction of idols. Legends recount him raising a child from the dead and defeating a dragon. His relics are widely revered, especially in Italy and Germany. So we have his beautiful paperwork here. This is very old, so I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit further here. Let me show you this. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Oh my goodness, look at this beautiful paperwork. And it is dated 1819. You can see right there, Donatus Martis. Okay, very beautiful seal. Look at that gorgeous seal. Absolutely beautiful. I love these saints. Matches up perfectly there. And if we fold this back over, and we close it back up, you'll see right here it says number 29. And on the back, it's number 29. So Saint Donatus. Okay, so this is another very beautiful, beautiful saint and beautiful relic. All right, next in line, this is going to be Blessed Maria Josephine. All right, so of Jesus crucified, very beautiful saint. And she is, let me grab her information here. Blessed Maria Josephine of Jesus crucified. She was born in 1894 and she died in 1948. She was a Discalced Carmelite nun from Italy. She exemplified a life of profound interior suffering united with Christ. Born into a devout family, she entered the Carmelite monastery where she embraced a hidden life of penance, prayer, and sacrificial love. She bore physical afflictions and spiritual desolation with heroic fortitude. Absolutely beautiful here. Though not incorrupt, her body found a notable state of preservation. Now, I believe, actually, there's a connection here. I believe this is her. Yes, it is. Okay, so there's a very beautiful connection here. Now, Saint Maria Josephine of Jesus Crucified, if memory serves me right, and I look at so many saints, I believe this is the correct one. She had, let's see here, she had tuberculosis of the spine, and it paralyzed her. Okay, tuberculosis of the spine, it paralyzed her. And she got, she had a dream one night of St. Francis Xavier, the great Jesuit. And he came to her in a dream, and the very next day, one of the sisters brought his first-class relic in, and they touched it to her body, and she was healed immediately. A complete and whole healing of this beautiful saint. And look at this beautiful relic. It's got these little angel faces on it all the way around. You can see her exosubus. Just a very beautiful, from the bone, relic. And we do have the paperwork for her as well. Let me see if this is... Nope, it's another one. Let's see if this is her. Nope. Ah. Alright, here she is. I believe this is her paperwork here. Ah, yes, look at this. Beautiful. Dated 2008. Absolutely lovely. Signed by the postulator here, who is, name is Borrelio, OCD. You can see right there at the bottom. Dated 2008. This is her beautiful paperwork. Okay, we'll put this over here. Now, the next saint that I have here is going to be St. Francis Xavier. All right, so St. Francis Xavier. Let's grab his information. Okay, one of the greatest missionaries of all time, St. Francis Xavier co-founded the Jesuits with St. Ignatius of Loyola. Evangelized India, Malaysia, and Japan, baptizing tens of thousands and performing miracles, including healings by location and prophecy. He died near China's coast, dreaming of reaching its people. His body was found incorrupt months after burial and remains partially incorrupt in Goa, India. He was canonized in 1622. He's a patron of missions in Asia. Absolutely beautiful. And here is his gorgeous paperwork here. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this paperwork. Very, very beautiful. And this is dated 2014. It's got a very beautiful stamp here. Raised seal. Signed by the postulator. Okay, IHS. IHS matches the relic. Exosubus. Isn't that beautiful? Very beautiful. Okay, the next one that I have here, this is St. Michael of the Saints. Oh my goodness, I was extremely excited to come across this relic. I actually had not heard of this saint before until I saw his relic, and I was like, I gotta rescue this one. St. Michael of the Saints, he was born in 1591 and he died in 1625. He was a Trinitarian mystic and priest from Spain. St. Michael of the Saints was known for ecstasies, levitations, and miraculous healings, especially of those with cancer. I know you can't see me right now, but I actually raised my hand. Oh my gosh, I always talk with my hands here. So, especially with those with cancer. I mean, he's a patron saint of cancer patients. Absolutely beautiful, super powerful. He lived a life of intense prayer and mortification, often found in deep mystical union with God. He died young, but left behind a legacy of sanctity. His body was discovered incorrupt years after death, reinforcing his reputation for holiness. Canonized in 1862, he is the patron saint of cancer patients, and his intercession continues to be sought worldwide. And let me show you his beautiful paperwork. Let me just move these up here. Okay, so St. Michael of the Saints. Now, this is really neat. Okay, so here it is. And look at this paperwork. It's typewriter. I haven't seen paperwork done with a typewriter before. So, Exosubus, St. Michael of the Saints, which they got it off there. They had to type it up. And it looks like they were almost out of ink on their ink wheel for the typewriter because the S is a little low. And you can see here it's signed, and it was done in 1992. It's got the postulator here. It's got the dates. Signature of the postulator. Very beautiful. Trinitarian. Just gorgeous. December 10th, 1992. Okay. And then the last one of the group that came in today, and this one is very, very beautiful. Okay, Exosubus, Blessed Gabriel of Allegra, OFM. So from the bone, this is a very interesting saint. Can't wait to share his life with you. Okay, Blessed Gabriel of Allegra was born in 1907 and he died in 1976. He was a Franciscan missionary and renowned biblical scholar. He was best known for translating the Bible into Chinese. He worked tirelessly in China and Taiwan, earning acclaim for his faith and scholarship. He wrote theological works and promoted devotion to the Immaculate Conception. Beatified in 2012, he is honored for uniting faith and intellect, and his work helped bring Scripture to millions of people. Though not incorrupt, his relics were revered for the miracles attributed to his intercession after death. So isn't that amazing? He translated the entire Bible in Chinese. Wow. And I gotta tell you, his paperwork is some of the most beautiful paperwork I've seen in a while. Okay, so you can see here it's dated September 29th, 2012. You can see the postulator here signed it. Okay, but look at this seal. Oh my goodness, I just can't stop looking at it. Look at that gorgeous seal. Is that not beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. I honestly, I have not seen a seal like this before. I've seen a lot of seals, but this is next level gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Just beautiful. The back is just as beautiful as the front. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you could just look at that for a while. So, Blessed Gabriel of Allegra. So, very beautiful saints. Okay, next in line. Now these are quite large. They are much larger than I thought. I may have to adjust. May have to adjust everything here. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to raise my camera here. Let's see if I can adjust this here. Bear with me. I'm kind of doing this on the at once. Okay. Do this kind of up here a little bit higher. All right, so look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Now, there is all the saints, don't get me wrong, okay? All the saints in here are absolutely beautiful saints. They're powerful, gorgeous, beautiful saints. But let me tell you what, I was really surprised to see this saint on the bottom, because this was a saint that I wanted for a very long time. I absolutely love the devotion, and I'm going to tell you who this is in just a moment here. Okay, so there's 9 relics in this one. No, wait. I think this one has 11 relics in this one here. Okay, so yeah, Saint Michelina? Maybe that is the top one. Let me see here. Antinous, Michelina, Persaro, Prudentia. Nope, this is the one. So this one has 11 relics in it here. And right here on the bottom, here, let me see if I can zoom in and show you this. This is a really big piece. I mean, a really big bone. Really piece of big bone in here. Okay, and this saint right here is Blessed Mariana of Jesus de Paredes. Okay, so this was an Ecuadorian lay Franciscan. She was born in 1618 and she died in 1645. Mariana lived a cloistered life of penance, offering herself for the sins of her people. She experienced ecstasies, levitation, and miraculous healings. She died young, offering her life during a plague. Her body was found incorrupt and remains a major relic of Quito. Beatified in 1853, she is known as the Lily of Quito. Okay, so I'm actually going to have to back up a little bit here, and I believe I told you wrong on this. So I originally said the label here, Blessed Mariana de Jesus. Okay, I believe that was the originally called the Lily of Quito, but upon further examination, it's who I actually thought it was originally, which is Saint Mariana de Jesuit Torres. So there's two different ones there. One's called the Lily of Quito, but Saint Mariana de Jesuit Torres, who I believe this is right here, would be the one who is behind the visions of Our Lady of Good Success. And she was a very beautiful, very holy saint. Many ecstasies, Our Lady of Good Success in Quito, Ecuador. Absolutely amazing. And highly recommend taking a look and going up and checking out her beautiful life. Now, let me show you a little bit more on the different saints within this reliquary. So within this one, there are 11 saints. And this is Saint Irene of Thessalonica, I should say. And this is right here in the middle here. Okay. Actually, wait a second. Ex Precordis. That's actually not her. That's Saint Michelina de Pissar. Sorry, I have it labeled wrong here on my sheet that I'm looking at. So it does have in here Saint Irene of Thessalonica, a 4th century virgin martyr. Okay, brutal torture. Saint Rita of Cascia, Saint Anastasia of Sirmium. Okay, that was a 4th century Roman martyr. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer here on this. There we go. Okay, so a 4th century Roman martyr and healer. Saint Sabina of Rome was a 2nd century Roman widow. Saint Clara of Montefalco. This was an Augustinian abbess and mystic. Very beautiful. 1268 to 1308. Blessed Juliana of Calato, a Cistercian known from the 13th century Italy. Saint Rosalia, 12th century Hermitess of Palermo. Saint Prudentia of Rome, Saint Fortunata of Bolsena, and Blessed Michelina of Passaro. And this is what's right here in the middle. And this says Ex Precordis et Sicilio, I believe. And this means from the heart and from the hair shirt. So that's the hair shirt, and that's from the heart up there. So 1st class and 2nd class relic. Okay, so this was a 14th century widow and Franciscan tertiary. Michelina gave away her wealth and lived a life of radical poverty and charity. She experienced ecstasies and visions, and many healings occurred through her intercession. Her incorrupt body remains venerated in Passaro. Beatified in 1737, she is a model for penitents and widows seeking holiness through detachment and devotion. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, the next one here. Oh, let me also show you on the back here. So, very beautiful relic. It's got a handle here, so you could place this on people, allow people to venerate it. It is numbered 6. There are no paperwork with this one, but the wax stamps are just beautiful. Very beautiful. Very vivid, very bright, beautiful. I also love the very old threads here, which is really almost like velvet cloth or something like that across the back. Okay, so that is that one. I have a sister relic of it right here, and very much the same, exactly the same almost, except this one has different saints in it. This one is labeled number 27, whereas the other one was number 6. And if we take a look at these beautiful stamps, they're equally gorgeous. Very beautiful here. So again, another one with a handle on it. And we'll take a look at these beautiful saints. So let's see here. In this one, there are 9 relics. And this one contains Saint Nonosus of Monte Serrato. That was a 6th century Benedictine monk. Saint Peter Claver. Saint Andrea of Casilio. Blessed Andrea de Monterreal. Saint Francis of Girolamo. Saint Benedict Joseph Labre. Saint John Capistrano. Okay, Saint John Capistrano in here. Amazing. Okay, this one is Franciscan preacher, reformer, and military chaplain. John converted many through powerful oratory and led Christian troops at Belgrade. He was actually 74 years old, I believe, when he led those troops. He was credited with miracles during missions. Though not incorrupt, his relics were widely venerated. Canonized in 1690, he remains a patron of military chaplains and jurists. Blessed Andrea de Conti, and that was a noble and Franciscan hermit. He was known for humility, visions, and deep mystical prayer. And then Saint Antoninus de Armand. And this was another very beautiful saint. So again, just another gorgeous relic here. Very, very beautiful. I'm not sure if I have any other new ones here on my desk. I don't think so. So I'm just going to end this video here as we pray with these saints and ask them to remember us in their prayers, because they live some beautiful, amazing lives. All right, my friends, remember, Jesus is Lord, Mary is our mother, and the saints, they are our friends. Keep close to the saints, keep close to our Lord and our Blessed Mother, and you will find your way to God. You will receive many blessings, and God will be active in your life. So I do apologize for being so late on the videos. I will try to do a better job in the future. I do have another large group of relics coming in tomorrow. I was hoping they would be here today for this video, but I got a very beautiful saint, a large relic coming in with paperwork. And one of the relics within this, I think there's 25 in this one, is the belt of St. Joseph, which I've never seen before. Never had that relic. It's also, of course, got St. Longinus in it and a couple of more very beautiful saints. So we'll definitely do a video of that one in the future, but just want to share these wonderful, beautiful saints, and want to ask these saints to join me in prayer, to ask for their intercession for all those that are watching this video, that God will hear your prayers through their intercession, and if it be in His divine will, that your prayers will be answered. May God bless you. See you in the next video.